My elementary school was having a big costume contest, but they should have called it what it really was. A Return of the Jedi contest. All the kids were going as either a Luke, Leia, Vader, Boba Fett, or C-3PO. Well, I was going to beat them all. Because come Halloween, as I announced to my friends, there's going to be a 7-foot Wookiee coming to town. My friend Scott said, "Oh yeah? How are you going to do that? None of the Halloween stores sell Chewbacca costumes." I said, "Hey, kid, never tell me the odds." The truth was, I knew something my friend didn't. My mom was a creative genius and could make any costume from scratch. What I envisioned was a lifelike Chewbacca with a suit of brown hair and stilts underneath to get me up to 7 feet. I'd also have all the accoutrements, like the chest belt and the crossbow. Basically, I'd be channeling Peter Mayhew circa 1983. The whole school would be blown away. When I came home and announced the idea to my mom, she said, "Okay, but you know it's 3 days before Halloween. And I'm also finishing your sister's costumes, and I have to work." Oh yeah, my 3 sisters and my mom's job. But my mom was ready to help wherever she could. We started at the Halloween store just to see if they had anything to get us started. Boom! Within 5 minutes we found an officially licensed Lucasfilm Chewbacca mask with the hair and the teeth. The lady at the store said, "Sorry, we don't have a full Chewbacca suit." I said, "No problem," and I turned to my mom for the detailed plan. She said, "Let's go carpet shopping. We'll find you a nice brown shag carpet that I'll sew into a suit." I didn't know what a shag carpet was, but she explained it had long threads that looked like hair. It made sense. We spent all Sunday looking for a brown shag carpet. We went from store to store. We found white, we found black, but no brown. With time running out, we had to go with the only option, a regular short-length rug. No shag. But always the optimist, my mom assured me that I was going to look great. The big day arrived, Halloween. The school blacktop looked like a scene out of Tatooine. You had your Lukes, Hans, Landos, Jabba the Hutt, even a Bib Fortuna, although that was my science teacher and he wasn't in costume. Then, slowly, heads started to turn. Yeah, I wasn't 7 feet, that's for sure. To give you an idea of what I looked like, imagine cutting up a tan rug, rolling up the pieces into arms, legs, and a torso and sewing them all together with twine. Also, imagine this same kid forgot to tell his mom that Chewbacca needed furry hands and furry feet, so the legendary Wookiee had little Caucasian hands and white Reeboks. When a teacher finally asked who I was supposed to be, I didn't have the heart to say Chewbacca, so I just said, "I'm a tan and brown monster." It was no fault of my mom's, of course. She did everything she could in 3 days. I guess we all have our famous or infamous costumes from our childhood. What was yours? Tell me in the comments. I read them all. In fact, your comments on my last video were hilarious, so thanks for that. Nutrients. I took the topic to Google image search, and when you look up the word masculine, this is what comes up on the first page. This guy modeling camouflage thongs. You can watch that one by clicking there or in the link below. Don't miss a video of mine. Subscribe on YouTube or like my Facebook page. If you don't have YouTube or Facebook, I don't know, add me to Snapflixgram.